Malawi Brief.
Kwa nthawi yoyamba mnyumba ya malamulo, a Vitumbiko Mumba anayima nkuyankhula, ndipo mukuyankhula kwawo iwo afunira zabwino a Suleiman powina mpando wa uspika. Ndipo zokambirana zili nkati, nduna yoona zamphamvu ndi magetsi a Jean Matanga anafunsidwa mafunso pa nkhani yokhuzana ndi kukwera mtengo kwa mafuta. Zambiri mu video iyi.
From Mr. We got it. He wants to talk to us today. He has been quiet since he came here. He's sitting there. So may he rise and at least speak. We got him. Yes.
Is it in Mzimba East? How are you, my brother?
Mr. Speaker, sir, first of all, let me congratulate you for winning your seat. All I can say is that you got it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother. Yes, Honorable. Honorable, is it Rumpi
Central?
Central, yes.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I just wanted, yes, I've taken enough notes now. I just wanted to salute the speakership and all the honorable members here for the very warm welcome they've given to Rumpi Central and especially myself. The 9 days here have been so wonderful. And I think it was worth the battle in Rumpi Central. I just wanted to say that in the course of next week, Rumpi Central will be asking your office for a slot to make the maiden speech. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Rumpi Central. Indeed, it was a fierce battle. And I'm sure you didn't come out bruised, but we wish you well. And congratulations once again. As agreed, honour members, that we will take questions to the Minister of Energy and Mining after we get back from health break. I don't see anyone, leader of opposition.
Afternoon, Right Honorable Speaker. And Right Honorable Speaker, thank you very much for giving me this space. Firstly, to congratulate wholeheartedly the able Minister of Energy for a well-presented ministerial statement that came in because I stood in this house requesting for the same in order to appraise Malawians on what would be done to cushion them regarding the skyrocketed pump prices. Following her ministerial statement this morning, Right Honorable Speaker, I would like to bring to the attention of the Honorable Minister that if you do a snap survey just within the region, Right Honorable Speaker, you will see that Malawi is ranking probably the highest when it comes to the pump price. For instance, Right Honorable Speaker, as of today, Right Honorable Speaker, in Zimbabwe, the pump price is $2.05. In Zambia, it's $1.45, which is 27 Zambian kwacha. In Mozambique, it is $1.31, which is 83.57. Whilst in Malawi, as we speak, if we take the official bank rate, it is $3.80. To the same regard, Right Honorable Speaker, if we rank the first 5 countries with the highest prices of palm price, you will see that Malawi is ranking first at $3.80, Central African Republic second at $1.86, Senegal the third at $1.66, and Zimbabwe the fourth at $1.56, and then Burkina Faso at USD 1.53. Having said this, Right Honourable Speaker, the House would also wish to appreciate that on average, the world pump price of diesel per litre is $1.52. And that even if we look at the previous price of less than 5,000, which was 4,000 something, Malawi still ranked the first at $2.86 per litre. My standing, Right Honourable Speaker, is probably one for the ministry to tell us on how they are going to cushion, but at the same time to plead with the ministry that probably in the near future, and probably soon, the ministry would consider reducing the prices so that we could also be able to compensate the Malawians who are suffering, because obviously fuel is a means of production, and it will actually lead to skyrocketing of so many basic necessities that will actually lead into the high cost of living for ordinary Malawians. And I hope, as I conclude, Right Honourable Speaker, the Honourable Minister responsible for this would actually see that my submission is in good faith and in goodwill, because we also want her ministry to actually work and contribute towards economic well-being of this country. First Deputy, Right Honourable Speaker, I submit.
Thank you so much, Leader of Opposition. I'll now go to Mangochi Nkungulu. After Mangochi Nkungulu, we'll go to Mwanza Central. And there's, Lilongwe Kampuno. In that order, please, for now.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, for the opportunity granted to Mangochi Nkungulu to ask a question to the Honorable Minister, and congratulations for the well-presented statement, Honorable Minister of Energy. Mr. Speaker, sir, we all know what has made the fuel increase, because we all know what is happening on the international scene. However, I would like to make an appeal to government. In fact, it is not a question to all, Ministry of Energy only, but to all ministries. If it is possible, as a nation, to come up with a deliberate policy to help the civil servants, more especially those with lower grades, due to the high cost of movement, due to the increase in fuel. I'm looking at a teacher who comes from Chitipa, and she is teaching in Chikwawa or Mangochi, and something happens in her home district. Say father, mother has passed on. Will that teacher be able to go back to Chitipa and bury her beloved? It is very, very difficult. And as we know that it is our tradition that if we lose a relative, we go and attend the funeral. But if that teacher who comes from Karonga goes to Cholo for a funeral or any other gathering, that trip will cost her the whole salary. Now, can't we come with a deliberate policy whereby we can say, all civil servants with lower grades should be working near, not in their home districts, but near their home districts. Say someone from Lilongwe can be deployed to Dedza, Nchinji, Kasungu Odoa. Someone from Machinga can be deployed to Mangochi, Zomba, Balaka. So that if anything happens, that civil servant should be Pabuino, because the way things are, I think the civil servants are panicking, more especially with the lower grades. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you, Mangochi Nkungulu. Mwanza Central.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Allow me to thank the Honorable Minister of Energy for her presentation. Right Honorable Speaker, it's understandable, and we can all agree that the war has really affected many areas. Mr. Speaker, sir, I wanted just to find out from the Minister, looking at the price structure, we see there are a couple of levies. There is import duty, there is tax, surtax. Is it not possible to suspend a few levies or taxes? Because the price increase is as a result of the war that is taking place in Iran. It may be temporary. Probably in a couple of months, situation can improve. So probably they can put a suspension for a specific period to monitor the situation. If at all there will be need to extend the period, it will all depend on circumstances, that side. Because what will happen, even raw materials, prices will soon start going up because of the price increase in other countries. So even transportation of raw materials will be contributing to the price escalation on the raw materials. So soon, effects of increase of prices of raw materials will start affecting our people. So I just wanted to find out from the Minister if at all it is possible to suspend some levies, some taxes for a specific period so that at least we can ease the burden on Malawians. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Mwanza Central. Lilongwe Kampuno.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker, sir. I only want to ask the Minister if the ministerial statement can be circulated, because some of the things, Sisma Vega, Zomba Malosa was making noise when she was giving us the statement. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Honourable members, I will come again with another round. Let's give a chance to the Minister to respond. Yes, Zomba Malosa, you want to respond to that?
Right, Honourable Speaker. You know, this Lilongwe Kampuno, today she has worn a very nice dress. Those things that they always provoke me on. So I'm saying, oh, now you are a good student. You know, they are nyezimiraling that side. So I really I was just commending her that she's nyezimiraling. Thank you.
Thank you, Malosa, Zomba Malosa. Minister of Energy and Mining.
Thank you very much. Honorable Speaker, sir. Let me begin by thanking honorable members for the compliments. Thank you so much. The first question that is coming to my ministry is coming from the leader of opposition. I must state that I think looking at whatever is going around, I think it's a chicken and egg situation. It's a chicken and egg situation. You don't know which one starts. Is it the egg or the chicken? As Malawians, I know Malawians are bleeding. They are bleeding. And as a government, we are feeding for them. And we are part of it. We have got our old moms in the villages that are going to be affected. But how I feel, or how I wish the economy was not messed up. Because I think it is where we are coming from that has complicated the matter. It is where we are coming from. So as you know, Honorable, my dear leader, of course there are factors internationally that have affected this price hike, but I think in our case, it is more to do with the local factors. I think it is to do with our local factors. You know, these local factors have, affected the value chain, and the main topping the list is the unavailability of the forex, topping the list. Had it been that we had adequate reserves of forex, I'm sure the government wouldn't have, I shouldn't say government, it's MARIP. So not MARIP, sorry, MERA, wouldn't have gone this far. So yes, I know you are suggesting that in your submission, you are suggesting that why don't we consider, for now, at least cushioning the citizens. I agree with you. That should have been the best thing that should have happened. But I think there are other considerations that have been taken into consideration in the price build-up. We are looking at issues to do with taxation, taxes, VAT, and the rest. We are looking at the levies. Now we need to decide as a government. Yes, we want to cushion our people, but at the same time, we want the levies. Our roads are dilapidated at the moment. If you decide to drive from Lilongwe, for example, to Mangochi, and you take Kwekwerere Road from Golomoti to Mangochi, I mean, it's bad. From Blantyre to Mangochi via Zomba, it's bad. And it's almost all the roads now. So I think what that means is that now if we were to leave, if we were to suspend maintenance of these roads and probably decide to come back to the exercise later, it's going to be even costly. It will be like building new roads altogether, and it's going to be even more expensive. And that will mean more burden on the citizen. So suspending or reducing the levies at the moment, though it looks like it's a good idea, but has a lot of negative consequences. So as I mentioned earlier on, the road levy, I've just talked about that. Then you are looking at MARIP. I think if we were to do that, if we were to suspend this for now, it means that I've talked about delaying in maintenance, and at the same time, it will mean if we suspend MARIP, it could negatively affect ongoing MARIP activities, and that will lead delaying access to rural electrification. And you know what that means. If we don't provide electricity to our rural masses, it means that it also affects socio-economic development. So that's why I started my statement with that phrase. It's an egg and chicken situation. What do we start with? So, of course, we do have other levies that are there, which are so small that they cannot make any significant change. The two main ones are the fuel and the road levies that can make a significant change. Of course, we are also looking at other taxes. But we hear you. This is something that probably can be given consideration. But I just want to say that how I wish the economy was still intact. But I think it is where we are coming from that has pushed the government to come up with a build-up in such a manner. Then, from Mangochi Nkungulu, I hope I've managed to respond to the leader of opposition. And I think as I was tackling that one, I also tackled Mwanza Central. This was to do with taxes and levies, and you were proposing to suspend for now, and that's my response. Now for Mangochi Nkungulu, I think you're talking of civil servants being affected with the hike in prices and whatnot. Yes, as a government, we feel for civil servants, we feel for business people, and we feel for every citizen in this nation. So whatever happens in the fuel space obviously affects every citizen in this country. So obviously, that's something that as a government, in all ministries, we are doing whatever we can to make sure that we serve our citizens in the best way possible. Then, from Lilongwe Kampuno, I think all you are requesting is for my ministry to share the address. That will be done, Honorable. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Minister of Energy and Mining. Lilongwe Nyanja. Honorable, your constituency? Karonga South, Karonga Town. Honorable, your constituency? In that order, please. We'll come again for the last round.
Thank you so much, Your Honor, the Speaker, for recognizing the people of Lilongwe Nyanja constituency to ask a question, which will be premised on the presentation which has been ably made or presented to this House by the Minister of Energy. Your Honor, the Speaker, I would like to find out from the Minister of Energy if looking at the prevailing circumstances, if they've considered to go to G to G, government to government. Why? Your Honor, I need your protection, the Speaker.
Order. Order, honour members, order.
Your Honor, Your Honor, the Speaker, when you're talking of fuel price increase, you're talking of numbers. When you're talking of numbers, you're talking of the cost of landing that fuel. It is attached to insurance. It is attached to freight. Now, premised on these three things, cost, you're looking at insurance and freight. It actually has a bearing when you're looking at those things premised in terms of G2G. Because when you're talking of G2G, per metric ton, like in the case of diesel, at a metric ton, you're going to land that one at around $175 per ton. When you're looking at G2G, you will land the same amount of fuel at $77. So people can make noise because they want to make noise, but we are talking of numbers. The more reason I'm saying, have you considered that one? Because we are talking of this great nation. What is it that we can do under the prevailing circumstances? Because using the system that we're using now, $175, you can land 1 metric ton. And at the same time, using the same amount of fuel, when you're going G2G, you are going to cut, or the country is going to save almost half of that one. So I just wanted your honor to have a look at that one. When you're looking at petrol, relax. When you're looking at petrol, using G2G, you are going to land per metric ton, it is $185 per metric ton. While when you're using a G2G, you are going to land the same amount of fuel, the same amount of petrol at $70 per metric ton. These are numbers. Now we are looking at how can we save? Now coming to the issue of Mawu, the Honourable Minister talked on Mawu. This is very true. But I would like to assure you, I see the whip is whispering to the Minister of Energy, but have you considered areas or countries like Nigeria where they are offering the same services? There's no war in Nigeria, there's no war in Angola.
Honourable Member, let me guide that be straight to the questions. Because there are other members. I'm looking at the time. I'll be asking the leader to extend time in order for us to finish the questions, in order for the minister to finish responding.
Right Honourable Speaker, through your request, I would beg that time be extended for the Minister to respond to questions that are currently on the floor. I beg to move.
Honourable members, we have a motion to allow the members to finish questions and allow the Honourable Minister to respond. So there's a motion to extend time. I put the question. Those of that opinion say aye. Aye. Those of the contrary view say no. No. The noes have it and the motion is not carried. Order members, why are you rising?
Like I did guide, I will allow the Minister to respond to questions that have been asked. Thank you.
Let me allow Honourable Lilongenyanja to conclude your question so that the Minister can respond.
As I conclude, Your Honor, Your Honor, the Speaker, I did submit that looking at the issues she touched on in terms of war, in Nigeria you can get the same services from Dangote, you can get the same services in Nigeria, so is Angola. So I understand the issues to do with war, and I saw Honourable Patricia Whiskies going that side to whisper, but I know in our last cohort while she was taking pictures in this room, she took pictures of people wearing sackcloths when the price of fuel had gone up. So I just want the issue of fuel at times to be pending. Thank you, Your Honor, Your Honor, Right Honorable Speaker, sir.
Thank you, Lilongwe Nyanja. Yes, Blantyre North, what's gone out of order?
Right Honorable Speaker, is it in order for Lilongwe Nyanja to be reflecting on the government whip? Government chief whip, is it in order for him to be reflecting on the government chief whip? Is it in order?
Honourable members, it is not in order, and let's stop reflecting on one another. Is Minister of Sports in here? Minister of Sports, where are you? I was going to ask him to bring a statement on the poor performance of the Flames, but I don't see him here. Honourable members, let me now ask the Minister of Energy and Mining to respond to that.
Thank you so much, Honourable Speaker.
Proceed, Honourable Minister.
Thank you so much, Honourable Speaker, sir. Through you, let me appreciate the question coming to my ministry from Honourable Leader, Honourable Member of Parliament from Lilongwe Nyanja. The first, I don't know whether it's a question. You're asking my ministry whether we have considered procuring fuels using G2G procurement process. Okay, let me begin by saying that we have not considered that. Reason being that as a government, we have seen that this is not the way to go. And now as a policy, we've got a policy ably delivered here in the House by our President. It was in his statements, the first statement, and this was shared to every member of Parliament, and we all know this is now policy direction. As a government, we have since moved from G2G to now to open tendering process. Why have we moved to G2G process? The issue at hand now is not to do with the suppliers. It is to do with the source. Okay, it's nothing to do with suppliers. We do have a lot of suppliers. For your information, Honourable Member, the G2G contracts that were entered into by your government, by your government, I think there were two. You entered into a procurement contract with the government of Oman and UAE. And for your information, nothing, no liter has come in from the government of Oman. No liter has come in from the government of Oman. Not even a drop. Not even a drop. But now from... Honourable members, there were two contracts that were entered into. Two contracts, UAE and Oman. From UAE, there's no liter that has been delivered to date. You can check that. From Oman, only a few. I mean, only a few, I think of contracts, I think about, sorry? Okay. I've got no reason. Honorable Speaker.
Order.
Honorable Speaker.
Can we hear the minister in silence, honour members? Order.
Honorable Speaker, and at an opportune time, I can be allowed, if I can be allowed, to bring in evidence. I'll bring in evidence. Thank you so much. Now, as a new government, we have looked at G2G process. There are issues to do with that procurement process. Yes, you can look at landed cost being cheap, but there are other issues surrounding G2G procurements. There is no transparency, and there are issues with the logistical issues, because for us to get the fuels from the ports to the country, there is need for handling of that fuel. So we need to make sure that we look at all that in its entirety. So you cannot be talking of G2G supplies now. Thank you so much.